Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Today is January the 10th. Wow. Where's the month going before we know it will be in September? Hi, I'm Sharon Davies. I'm an independent Snapping Up demonstrator here in downtown Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're doing card number 3 in my Sweet Jar card class. And we already did 2 cards this week. And they're so cute, so easy. And I'm just trying to see if I can, oh, it's not saying it's live. My goodness sakes. So we'll just go out and come back in and see what happens. There we go. So welcome. So without further ado, let us get started. I'm just going to bring you in, and then we'll just flip you around. There we go. Whoops. My thing snapped on me, but we are okay. Okay, so here's the 2 cards that we did this week. We did this one on Monday. This one we did on Tuesday. And today we're going to do a little bit something different. We're going to actually bring in some of the cookies. Let's grab the stamps in here. So we're going to bring in the cookies with the, I'm going to say chocolate chip cookies. And we will do that one. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, I'm just going to put these cards out of the way because I noticed that on the last bunch I did, I totally messed up. Okay, so first things first, we are going to ink up our jar and our lid, and we are going to do our jar in Pool Party, and then our lid we're going to do in Pecan Pie, but because I put them together. So yesterday I told you, or Tuesday I told you an easy way to do things, but I found an easier way. So what I did is I punched this out, and y'all saw that on Tuesday, and what I did is I put this onto my block, and then I put my stamps on top of that, and this is not straight. There we go. And then I put my stamps, put this onto my block, and then put my stamps into the little slot. So hopefully when I go to stamp this or go to punch it out, it will be even. I said hopefully. Okay, so first things first, let's grab some washi tape. I'm just going to cover the lid up with that. And then we'll bring in the Pool Party and we'll stamp up, ink up the jar for the Pool Party. And then I'll remove the washi tape, put it somewhere where it's not going to affect anybody. And I'm going to bring in my marker, and this is Pecan Pie, and I'm just going to color up the lid to the marker. And then I'm just going to stamp that. And there we go. I'm just going to, this is not, there we go. Put my lid back onto that way out of the way. Grab my punch. Oh, you know what, I have it on here. Let's punch. Okay, okay, oh, there it is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my Pecan Pie. I'm going to scrap my scrap piece of paper, which is underneath my thing here. And I'm going to ink up the cookies. So I'm going to ink them up with the pecan pie. And I'm going to just stamp that off. And then I'm going to add them right in there just like that. Okay. And now I'm going to bring in the chocolate chips and full strength and put them right on top of the cookies. There we go. So basically one stop stamping, just using one lid or one stamp, and we are going to just punch this out just like that. Put that back. Then let's bring in the card base, which is pecan pie, and with my embossing folder, or my bone folder. So we'll just clean that up, good crisp. Then I cut out a flag from the Nestled Essentials. I use the bigger one. Oh, got dimensionals everywhere. I use the larger one to do that. And before we do that, let's stamp a sentiment on the top of that. And grab some washi tapes. We do the same thing that we did with the one earlier. And what we're going to do is, make sure this is fully covered. I'm just going to just stamp a little treat, and then for you we'll put inside the jar. Treat will go right at the top, just like, oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oh my Lord, Sharon. So have no fear, I will just cut out another one of these. It'll just be a second. Just can't believe I did that. Oh yes, I can. It's been one of those days. It's been one of those weeks. We had card club out yesterday, and after we had such a good time, and then after card club, one of the girls was going out for lunch. And she's going by herself, so we had mentioned. So I knew she was going out for lunch, so I asked her. So I said something at the card club. I said, "Who's going out for lunch after this?" And she goes, "I am." And I says, "Oh, and where are you going?" And she says, "Going to Five Guys." So I asked the rest of the girls, "Do you guys want to join her?" And everybody said yes. So off we went. We went to Five Guys, and then I had a treat here for them. So there we go. And so then we went. So we came back and had dessert, and then everybody went home. So it was fun. It was nice to get out together outside of doing cards. I'm just going to clean off this stamp. And now what I'm going to do is just, that's not going to be long enough. Grab some more washi tape. Yeah, so it was nice. So we might make it a thing, but we'll see. Okay, so now I don't know if I like that. I might just do that one again. So I'm going to grab the Strawberry Slush, and I'm going to just Stamp the for you. Take my washi tape off. And stamp this. Oh. Well, I'm not liking this one at all. So take the lid down. Can I take the lid down? The lid will be too, no. Okay, so I'm going to restamp this because I don't like that at all. I don't know where those dots came from. Probably when I cleaned off the stamp. Okay, so let's do this again. I'm just going to do everything just in one color. I'm not going to do it in multiple colors. So I'll just redo this. Move all these guys out of the way. I'm just going to just restamp this in the Pecan Pie. There we go. Much better. And then I'm going to bring in the cookies, the cookie base. Stamp this off. And then bring this in and stamp it there like that. Woohoo. And then we'll bring in the chips. And we won't stamp these off, we'll just stamp them right onto the cookie. There we go. Looks so much better. And then what we'll do is we will tape off there we go. And then put the for you. Yay, look at that. And move everything out of the way. Just put my hands in the ink. Doesn't surprise me. Grab the punch. And we'll punch this out. There we go. Not quite. There we are. And we'll grab our liquid glue. Okay, I'm just going to put these guys away. And my liquid glue. A wee bit on the top here. It's hard to believe it's Thursday already. It's going to be a hot one here in Winnipeg, I'm telling you. We're looking at a high of, I think, 30 today. So I'm going to do some, go out as soon as I finish doing my live here and pick up some stuff. Okay, I'm just going to just put that to the side. And while we're letting that dry, I'm going to bring in my card base, which is Pecan Pie, and then I have some designer series paper that I'm going to adhere onto there, and I'm just going to glue that on there. Look at that. Anyway, so those of you that don't follow me on my blog or my website, creatingwithsharon.com, I do have the occasional beverage on there. I think this is straight. I'm just going to just bring in my trimmer, just have a feel, and yeah, it is. Didn't look straight to me. Maybe it's these glasses. Oh, that's straight. That's straight. Didn't look straight when I went to put it on. Anyway, just well, this is not a good day for me today. Ooh. The spirits are down here. I think I have to sage my house just to get rid of the negativity here. It's just not good. Here we go again. Thank God it's liquid glue. It's not running tape, because once running tape gets down, it just sticks. There we are. Maybe it's I'm just going to just double check the white, because maybe that's not straight. Oh. I think there we go. There we are. Okay, so let's try this again. Just want just a wee bit of edging all the way, there we go, all the way around. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to bring this piece, and before we do that, we're just going to grab some of the ribbon, the gold mesh ribbon, scissors, just take a piece off. And fold it in half. And find a glue dot. There we go. I'm just going to fold it in half, and then I'm just going to pick up my glue dot. And I'm going to pick up another glue dot. I'm going to take all this off. I'm going to need some more glue dots. Oh my goodness sakes. I just went through a whole whack of them because I got a new holder for my blends, and I marked them all, and now I'm going to put them in the holder, but I'm not too sure how I want to do it. If I want to do it in color family order or shade order, if that makes sense. I'm just going to put that right in the middle. In shade order, I was going to start with like the oranges and then go with the yellows and that sort of thing. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. Okay, now this is going to go onto my card base. Oh, this is driving me crazy. And this is going to go onto here like that. And we're going to glue this down. Onto here, like that. And do we have some more dimensionals? And we'll add some dimensionals onto the back of the jar. Put it right about there. Okay, so now we need, of course, we need some bling, right? So we're going to use the in color embellishments, and we're going to use the Strawberry Slush. And there like that. So there's card number 3. So let's just have another look at the cards that we did this so far this week. And I'm gonna just do those. So this is the one we did on Monday. That's the one that we did on Tuesday. And that's the one that we did on today. And then we have one more for tomorrow. So I hope you can join me for tomorrow. And tomorrow, what we'll do is we'll have all the 4 cards out. And then we'll have a little draw. So you tell me which one you like, and if your name goes into the, your name will go into the hat, and I will pull a winner. Or maybe I'll pull a couple for these cards. So you have to like it. Okay, you have to like. You have to comment which card you like. You have to like the post and share it, and then I'll put your name into the draw to win or to receive one of the cards. So if you have any questions, please let me know. If not, if you need to get the bundle, which is a cute little bundle, it's called Sweet Jar, and you can order it at my store, SharonDavies.StampingUp.net. I am in Canada though. Unfortunately, I can't sell to anybody in the States as per Stamping Up rules. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. I shall see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. See ya. Bye.